All right, Shalom. I want to start off, as always, by giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rachakudash. Double honors unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love to the brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity. And I also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And in this lesson, I wanted to cover a few topics through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, and I also have a few precepts here lined up for each topic that I wanted to go into or video that I have. And I pray that it's edifying unto you brothers and sisters who tune in or may come across this video. So without further ado, let's get into the first video here that I have. This is a video from WeOn News. And as you can see, the title of this video reads, Same-sex marriage. India's top court refuses to legalize same-sex marriage. Now, with this doctrine and behavior being over there in India, man, this is a testimony to the scriptures and prophecy, how it speaks about the wine of Babylon being spread all over the world. Because traditionally, over in India, okay, they don't do stuff like this, all right? They don't celebrate things like this. But since they have taken on the ways of Babylon, this is a thing now in India, all right? The rainbow community, man. The alphabet community. Their wine has spread over in India, and now the top court in India had to dispute on same-sex marriage, man. All right, and they refused it, okay, which is a good thing, but they're still allowing these people to roam the streets and do this and do that and protest. It's too much, man. Okay, it is too much, and this is one of the main reasons why the Most High is going to destroy Babylon and other parts of the earth, man. Okay, but Babylon, America, will be utterly consumed by fire for the wickedness and the influence that it has over the planet Earth, man. Okay, this is mind blowing, but it's all prophecy. So I'll play a small portion of this video here, and then I get into a few precepts. All right, here we go.
Well, in other news now, the Supreme Court of India has delivered the much-anticipated verdict on legalizing same-sex marriages in the country. The top court has refused to legalize queer marriages while saying that they can't amend existing laws, and it is for Parliament to enact laws. However, the court took note of the concerns of the community and has provided some relief. The Chief Justice of India, while reading the verdict, said that the LGBTQ community is a natural phenomenon known for ages and is neither urban nor elitist. He said it would be incorrect to state that marriage is a static and unchanging institution and that it must be ensured that the queer community is not discriminated. However, due to differences on certain views, the five-judge bench failed to legalize the status of same-sex marriages in a 3:2 verdict. The court ruled that it cannot strike down the provisions of the Special Marriage Act of India or read words differently. The Act provides for the registration of marriages, which gives legal recognition to marriage and provides a number.
Bro, just look at that, bro. Hold on.
For the registration of marriages, which gives legal.
Look at that, bro. Look at these Elamites, man. They get this from America, okay? The rainbow flag, right? They get this from Babylon the Great. and they're protesting and fighting for the same-sex marriage, bro. Like this is crazy. All right, I'll play a little more of this video, then I get into a precept.
Recognition to marriage and provides a number of legal benefits and protections to the couple. The petitioners demanded their marriages be recognized under the Act. The Chief Justice said his court can't make or amend a law, it can only interpret it and give effect to it. However, the CJI directed the central government, state governments, and union territories to take steps to protect the queer community. These include making sure that the community is not discriminated against, there is no discrimination for them in access to goods, services, to sensitize the public about the community, to create a hotline for them, and to create safe houses for such couples, and also to ensure intersex children are not forced to undergo operations.
Those are the same laws that they have here in Babylon the Great and other parts of the earth. But it mainly comes from Babylon. All right? This is madness, man. But these things must be for prophecy's sake. Okay, so let me get into a few precepts here. This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3, and verse 4. I have it pulled up in the NLT Bible. It says, all this because Nineveh, the beautiful and faithless city, right? Excuse me, and America is spiritually known as Nineveh. All right. It says, mistress of deadly charms, enticed the nations with her beauty. Right. She taught them all her magic, enchanting people everywhere. So Babylon, man, all right, spiritual Nineveh has taught the nations her magic, and she has enchanted these people, man, all across the earth. She put witchcraft on everybody. To see that in India, man, is crazy, bro. But you also see it in Japan. You also see it in South Korea and other parts of the earth, bro. This is madness. But once again, the scripture has to be fulfilled. This is Revelation chapter 17. I have it pulled up in the NLT Bible here. Starting in verse 1, it says, one of the seven angels who had poured out the seven bowls came over and spoke to me. Come with me, he said. I will show you the judgment that is going to come on the great prostitute who rules over many waters. Who is the great prostitute? And who is the many waters? The great prostitute is talking about Babylon the Great, okay? That great city. And how do we know this? Jump down to the last verse here, okay? And it says, verse 18, and this woman you saw in your vision represents the great city that rules over the kings of the world. So Babylon is that great whore, that prostitute that is speaking about. And it also mentioned the many waters, right? In verse 1. If you go to verse 15 here, it breaks it down. It says, then the angel said to me, the waters where the prostitute is ruling represent masses of people of every nation and language, right? America known as that great melting pot, okay? But there's a judgment coming to the great prostitute. Verse 2 says, the kings of the world have committed adultery with her, right? Meaning what? They have laid in bed with America. They have taken on her goods, taken on her ways, all right? It says, and the people who belong to this world have been made drunk by the wine of her immorality. So those who are bugged out, those who are led by Satan, they have been made drunk by Babylon's immorality. And this is why you see this madness over here in India, man. Okay? This is why you see this over here in India, man. Amongst Elam. Because of Babylon. All right? She has influenced the nations through her witchcraft. Okay? And this poison is everywhere now. Verse 3 says, so the angel took me in the spirit into the wilderness. There I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that had 7 heads and 10 horns, and blasphemies against God were written all over it. And this beast is talking about NATO and the EU. Okay? That's the beast that is talking about where the woman was sitting. Because America, she is the spearhead of the beast. She's the ruler over the beast, man. If she's riding the beast, she's controlling the beast. For now. Okay? Verse 4 says, the woman wore purple and scarlet clothing and beautiful jewelry made of gold and precious gems and pearls. All right? Now, the purple and the scarlet and the jewelry represents the riches of the woman, which is the riches of America. This is a rich nation, man. So that's what it represents, okay? It says, in her hand, she held a golden goblet full of obscenities and the impurities of her immorality. So that wine that the nation has taken on is obscenities and impurities, man. Wickedness, iniquity. This is what the nations have drunk down. And in Jeremiah, it speaks about America being, Babylon the Great being that golden cup. Then, that made all the nations drunk, man. Okay? Verse 5 says, a mysterious name was written on her forehead, Babylon the Great, mother of all prostitutes and obscenities in the world. So this country is an abominable country, man, a filthy place. And everything that it pushes is filth. They spread filth to the world. But you people are ignoring, all right, the judgment that befell Sodom and Gomorrah for such behavior as this, all right? You all are ignoring the example, man. You people think the Most High is playing. He's not playing. There will be a judgment for the rainbow community, for rainbow behavior, okay? And we know America is known spiritually as Sodom. So this place is going to be destroyed, okay? Just as ancient Sodom was. But you people are making light of the scriptures and the Most High's judgments. And that's not wise. This is 2 Peter 2 and 6 in the NLT Bible. It says, later, God condemned the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah and turned them into heaps of ashes. He made them an example of what will happen to ungodly people. So the Most High God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. He turned them into heaps of ashes, man. Do you know what that means, bro? To turn cities into heaps of ashes? That means he burned those cities, man. The account is written about in Genesis chapter 19. How he rained fire and brimstone from heaven and consumed those cities, man. And the people in it and the grass and everything. Okay, he destroyed it all. But you think it's a game. Y'all keep protesting and fighting for rights and all this BS. Man, the Most High gonna deal with y'all, man. He's gonna deal with y'all for being abominable. Or real quick, let me get Isaiah 13. in verse 11, right? It says, I, the Lord Yahweh, will punish the world for its evil and the wicked for their sin. So the Most High is going to punish this world, man. He's not just talking, bro. This wickedness has to be put out. Because if not, it will continue to spread and corrupt man and eventually stop life. Okay, people are going to stop, procreating. All kind of BS, man. So judgment has to come. It says, I will crush the arrogance of the proud and humble the pride of the mighty. So the Most High is going to bring low all you people who are proud, man. Okay? And you people amongst the rainbow community, you're very proud, very arrogant, man. Very unruly. Okay? You're bold. And so the Most High is going to deal with you just as he did with ancient Sodom and Gomorrah. Don't you know that those cities were destroyed for their pride? And you got some nerve to have something called Pride Month, okay? Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed because of their pride. They was bold in their wickedness, man. And the Most High got rid of them niggas, okay? This is Sirach chapter 16. And I get to the point here. This is Sirach chapter 16 and verse 8. It says, neither spare he the place where Lot sojourned. And where did Lot sojourn? In Sodom, right? It says, but abhorred them for their pride. Okay? Them people were proud, man. Just like y'all today. You got something called gay pride. Okay, Pride Month. Okay. You're making it worse on yourself, man. And here it is, America got Bibles all around this country. In every state and almost every household. But you cast the word of the Most High behind your back, man. You Edomites know that Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed. You found the cities. You even claim to, have found Lot's wife. Okay? But those cities were destroyed, man, for their pride, for their wickedness. And here it is, you're pushing this stuff on everybody like it's a joke. But your blood be up on your own head, man. All right? And I'm not calling for America to repent. All right? Continue to do what you do. Continue to do what you do, man. And the Most High in due time is going to judge this kingdom, bro. Okay? Next thing here is a video from We On News. Once again, it says Israel-Palestine war. Israeli airstrike on Al-Arai, Al-Arabi hospital kills at least 300. Okay? And I think the number has went up to 500, I believe, or at least 500 people have been put to death, man, behind this war over there that's happening, in Gaza, okay, between Amalek and Ishmael and them, all right, them Arabs, man. So I'll play a small portion. Well, you know what? Since it's only a minute or so, I'll play the whole thing here, and you can see the numbers and the information, all right? Here we go. right, so there you have it, man. The IDF, they're claiming that they don't know who bombed this hospital. They're claiming they don't know who bombed the school, but yet they at war. These devils are heartless, man. Okay? And I understand, it's war. And they say all is fair in war. All right? But for you to go blow up a hospital, man, Esau, it goes to show what kind of nigga you are. Okay? And look, I don't care about those people over there. All right? I don't give two shits about a damn Arab over in the Middle East. All right? Call on Allah and tell him to save you niggas. Okay? Because guess what? When we was down bad, which we still are, but especially during slavery, y'all didn't cry for us. There was an actual sub-Saharan slave trade in which you Arabs took a lot of Israelites into captivity, man. And you brothers and sisters should look into that, the sub-Saharan slave trade, where Ishmael was, selling Jake, man. Misusing Jake. Okay? So I don't give a damn about what's going on over there. I'm just pointing out the wickedness of Esau Edom for him bombing a damn hospital, man. This nigga is crazy, bro. Okay, but this is how Esau get down, man. He's a true terrorist. Okay? He don't care, bro. And this thing is gonna continue, man. Okay? It's gonna continue because it's all leading up to that final war. But I wanted to read this here in Isaiah 14, the 6th verse in the NLT Bible. It says, "You struck the people with endless blows of rage and held the nations in your angry grip with unrelenting tyranny." Okay, and we're seeing examples of this. All right, this devil, man, this devil is the devil. Okay, bombing people, bombing hospitals, man. It's not even a fair fight, to be honest. These niggas are shooting from the sky, bro, and they tearing Ishmael ass up. But I'm just highlighting that this man, he's just a terror to the earth, unto everything. Okay, he's crazy. So I'll move on here to the next thing. I'm ready to close out, man. This is a video from CBS News. It says Biden to visit Israel, 2,000 U.S. troops ready to deploy and support roles. Here we go.
President Biden is expected to leave for Israel later today, where he is set to meet with both Israeli and Arab leadership. The trip comes at a dangerous time in more ways than one. Ed O'Keefe is at the White House. Ed, what are the expectations for this visit?
Well, Anne-Marie, good to see you. Good morning. The president is set to leave later today for what promises to be just a crucial few hours on the ground. He stops first in Tel Aviv tomorrow for meetings with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and members of his war cabinet. From there, he's set to visit Amman, Jordan, where he'll huddle with that country's King Abdullah, Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, and Mahmoud Abbas, head of the Palestinian Authority. Biden administration officials say the U.S. isn't dictating conditions for Israel's military operations, so there's no guarantee Israel would delay its ground invasion of Gaza. 2,000 U.S. troops are now on a heightened alert to be ready to deploy to the region in a support, not combat role. They'd provide intelligence, logistics, and communication support, and some would beef up security at U.S. installations throughout the region. The safety of hostages, missing Americans, and civilians in Gaza, very much on the mind of the president and his team, so it's likely to be a big focus of his meetings with the leaders. If all goes as planned, this trip is set to be the second time this year the president visits a country under siege and one in which the U.S. military is not directly involved or in charge. Remember, Anne-Marie, he visited Ukraine in February, but it is quite rare for any U.S. president, throughout our history at least, to do something like this.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about that, but can we go back to the, estimated between 500 and 600 U.S. citizens that are...
Yeah, let's go on that. I don't want to hear him talking that shit. But the point being is that they have 2,000 U.S. troops ready to deploy, man. That's the whole point of this. Most High God is, look, man, he is setting the stage, bro. He's setting the stage for this thing to be set. Eventually, all the nations will be gathered in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, man, over in the Middle East, pretty much, for this final showdown. But you have to keep in mind that that war is not going to take place until the MOTB is implemented, man. All right, until people are sea-hipped. Okay, Jacob's trouble has to come as well. But this war is going to happen, man. Okay, it's known as the war of Armageddon in the scriptures. So this is good news, man. All right, to see stuff like this is good news, man. To see this stuff, all of it is good news. Okay. This is Zephaniah 3:8. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms." And that's what he's doing, man. Through different avenues of war, he's gathering these nations together for a particular reason. It says, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. So he's going to gather the nations together just to judge them. Okay? And it tells us in Joel pretty much that it's for the Israelites' sake why these things are happening. Most likely going to pay these nations back for what they have done to us, especially Esau, Edom. It says, "For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy." And I end here with this precept in Joel 3, man. I'm going to close out. This is Joel chapter 3. I read verse 1 and 2. It says, "For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem." And this is happening right now by way of the gospel, man. Brothers and sisters are being gathered, okay, from both kingdoms, right? Both the northern and the southern kingdom, okay? And it's a beautiful thing, man. Verse 2 says, right? So while the Lord is bringing back the captivity of Jake, right? Simultaneously, he says, "I will also gather all nations." That's happening right now. It's a process, but it's happening. It says, "I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat," which in the Hebrew is Yahweh's Shaphat. Okay, Yahweh's judgment, his decision. Okay. It says, "And will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel." So these things are taking place for the Israelites' sake, man. This final war is taking place for the Israelites' sake. The Most High going to judge them for everything that they have done to Jake. Okay? The controversy of Israel. It says, "Whom they have scattered among the nations," right? Through the transatlantic slave trade, we've been scattered amongst the nations. It says, "and parted my land." And this is why you got this, situation going on, man. These heathens are fighting for our land. It doesn't belong to none one of them. But they're, clawing and scratching and dying over something that don't belong to them, man. Because in their minds, they have a right to it. Okay, but the faithful rulers of that land, the owners of that land, will be there very soon to claim what is theirs. Okay? You know what? I'll end with that Ezekiel. You know what? Yeah. I'll end with that precept because it's a good precept, man. Ezekiel 36, and starting in verse 7, it says, "Therefore it is what the sovereign Lord says, I have taken a solemn oath that those nations will soon have their own shame to endure." Verse 8, "But the mountains of Israel will produce heavy crops of fruit for my people, for they will be coming home again soon." So we'll be going home very soon, man. Okay. And I like reading precepts like this. I like, so going into the prophecies of us going back to the Holy Land, man. This is what we are waiting on. So with that, I'm going to close out, man. I pray that was edifying to the spirit, bro. I'll praise you, how about Shalom Shai, and Shalom Mike, how about Shalom Shai, Brakatah, and Brakatham to everybody who's tuning in, come across this video, man. I'm going to close out here. Keep fighting, keep pushing out there, man. Keep watching out for prophecies, and especially keep praying. Shalom.